Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 792, and we are here live in Southwest Florida at the beach this morning. It was chilly earlier, but it looks like the sun's warming things up. Might not have worn the right jacket, but oh well, that's life. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting this morning. Let me know if you worked on anything exciting over the weekend. Let me know if you did any self-care over the weekend. I'd love to hear it all. Happy Monday. The beach is jam-packed this morning. You won't even believe it when I turn the camera around. Like, I looked around and went, is this my beach? Like, whoa, it's packed. I have like one spot to myself, which I think this is why I stopped going to the beach last year. Hi Judy, hi Diane, hi Angela, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm working on my Delta stitch pullover. I finished a couple things this weekend. Hi Thea, hi Lily. I finished the gradient circle vest this weekend. What else did I finish? I finished the Margot cardigan. What else do I have getting ready for spring? Hi Carrie, good morning. Hi Christine. Wow, I don't know if I can work on this while I'm trying to read. I think Delta stitches require way too much concentration for this. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Val. Hope you and your family heal quickly. I know that can be very rough. I'm sorry to hear about that. Hi Judy, hi Jackie. Hi Joe, hi Debbie. I'm going to finish this one Delta stitch and then I'll set it down. I can't seem to concentrate working on a Delta stitch and trying to talk. Hi Sandshell, hi Sharon. Okay, there we go. Now, before I set it down, I want to show you my favorite trick before I set work down, and that is to elongate my working loop. After I get it on here. I don't have, which one's the working loop? There it is. So I loop, oh gosh, at least 12 inches, maybe even 2 feet. And I elongate it before I set it down and put it in the bag, because you never know what could end up, being pulled by mistake first before you pull it out of the bag. So for me, giving myself that extra 2 feet is really the difference between unraveling my work and not unraveling my work. Because anytime you set your work down, who knows when you're going to pick it back up, right? And when you do pick it back up, are you going to remember where your hook was, where your working loop was? Same with knitting, although knitting you keep your stitches on the needles. That's another reason why I like to secure my needles before I put my knitting in a bag. You can buy needle toppers to stop, or needle stoppers, which stop the stitches from coming off, but you can also use ponytails from, like what you wear your hair in a ponytail, or rubber bands. You can use that kind of thing too. Judy, yeah, you're lucky you can find your hook. Yes, in a perfect world, we have as many crochet hooks and knitting needles as we have projects, in always the correct sizes, and we always have the right hook in the right bag. Yes, that is ideal. Speaking of which, I haven't checked to see if everything sold out over the weekend or not, but if they didn't sell out, I am selling a la carte crochet hooks on my website right now. And if you want to get some extras, if you already have the kit and you love it, or you didn't, or you wanted to try the hooks first before buying the whole kit, which is a super great deal, by the way, you can buy some of my hooks a la carte on my website, and they're really discounted as well. The hooks are, and a few other things that I put in the shop over the weekend. Did we mention it on Friday, or did I do this after the podcast Friday? I can't remember. Friday feels like years ago. I don't know why. Oh, I know, because I work all weekend. That's why. Yes, it is beautiful here. Yes, it is. Thank you, Judy. Judy's posting a link to the single crochet hooks that are on sale right now. So if there's any sizes left, you can absolutely grab those. The mesh bags that the kit comes in, I've sold those individually over the weekend. The stitch marker kits. What else? the gauge rulers, and they're all on sale too, and the gauge rulers are on sale. Everything's like super discounted, like by 40%. Biseau tender yarn, I must not have talked about this on Friday. It must have been after the podcast Friday. So Biseau tender yarn is on sale for 40% off. Digital patterns and digital ebooks are still 75% off through the end of the month. All of these sales are good through the end of the month or until supplies last. So if something sells out when it's gone. Sunglass readers, I did not know about that. I did talk about it. Thanks, Melanie. I have no recollection. How sad is that? Oh well. Thank you. Thank goodness I get reminders from you guys. Otherwise, I don't know how much I'd remember. Anyway, where were we going with that? I don't know. It's hard to not get distracted down here. There's a giant yoga class going on, about 100 feet from here too. I may as well flip the camera so you can see everything. Thanks, Judy, for posting all the links. So get this out of the way. See if I can turn it. So there's the beach to the north of us. Can you see just past the cabanas? Can you see all the people doing downward dog right now? There's a huge yoga class. There's got to be at least 30 people in that class. Can you see it? And then look at all these cabanas just calling my name. I can't use them. I have to go to work, but that's okay. I can pretend like they're calling my name. And here's the beach to the south of us. Oh, by the way, I got prices on these cabanas and and here's their nice lawn chairs there as well. So the cabanas are only $25 for the day. They're not that expensive, and they are first come, first served. And I think the chairs were $5, something like that, for the whole day. So it's not stupid expensive, and it would be awfully luxurious to not have to drag all your stuff down here, especially injured. But anyway, it's a dream. I would love to do that one day. I couldn't believe the price, because normally things are like ridiculously expensive down here. So maybe it's an intro deal, who knows. Do they come with a cabana boy? I don't believe so. I think if they came with a cabana boy, they'd be a lot more expensive than that. There is a concession stand there though, so you could still get cold drinks, I suppose, but I don't think they get delivered by a cabana boy. I'm just lucky I'm walking to the beach again. My feet have been a mess since I had plantar fasciitis. What am I going on, 3 months now? And I'm wearing a pair of flip-flops meant for people with plantar fasciitis, and it's helping me, but not enough to go back to like regular exercise or anything, but I'm starting to walk like a normal human being again, which, hey, after 3 months, it's exciting, right? Hi, Donna, good morning. Hello to everybody whose names I've missed. Slightly distracted by all the beauty here at the beach, as you can imagine. Look at that behind me. I feel like I should be getting out of the way so you can see the water better. My goodness, it's so pretty today. We'll walk down there in a minute too. But I do want to mention something before we do. The Julian hat is the video we're going to live premiere right after the podcast today. This is such a fun pattern to make and wear, for that wear. Yeah, the ones that I found are called the Healing Soul. They're a little bit pricey, but all the reviews said they help immediately when you put them on, and I can attest to it. I was barely walking because I was in so much pain when the box arrived. I put them on and I could walk like right away. I thought that was amazing. So if you know anybody with plantar fasciitis and having a horrible time with it, they work. I don't know how to explain it, but they work. Okay, so the Julian hat. This is Biseau baby yarn doubled, so it is squishy, 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 and we use post stitches to make the most gorgeous starburst pattern on the crown. How pretty is that? And then we turn from the crown. You know how I like to blend stitch patterns together, especially on hats. So we go from this beautiful crown to this honeycomb pattern. So the base underneath is double crochet, and this is a type of decrease stitch. I think it's a treble crochet two together to get the two legs, but they're done in front post, so it gives you that pop of texture as well. It's an amazing combination of stitches to create an amazing textured effect. And wait, there's more. Look how cute it is on. How cute is this hat on? Like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. So it's cute when you can just see the honeycomb stitch pattern, but imagine if you're just doing your thing, moving around, and then all of a sudden is that gonna be on camera? And then when you see the starburst, did that show up or was I on camera? Could you let me know if I need to do it again? Because I'm so proud of that starburst. You did see it? Okay, good. I'll bend over this way as well. I think that starburst is so cool. There goes my hair. Okay. I don't really care. This is color turquoise in Biso baby yarn, and I doubled it. So I don't recall what size hook it is. It says in the pattern, it says everywhere. I've listed all the stuff. But anyway, it works up so quickly because it's thick, because it's doubled DK weight yarn with a larger hook, and it gives that extra squish to the texture, that extra loftiness to the texture of the post stitches, where, I don't know, I just think this is so beautiful. And I can't even think of a color it wouldn't be amazing in, right? It would be amazing in any color as well. But not only is it pretty, not only is it quick, but after you watch the video, if you didn't already get the gist of it from the pattern of the book yet, is that it's not very difficult to make either. So definitely a wow effect. I think this would be a great hat for selling as well, for two reasons. Because it's thicker yarn, it doesn't take as long to make, so you could make them quicker. And I think that blending the stitch pattern from the crown to the body with a starburst to a honeycomb pattern is such a wow effect that if you're selling this next to a booth selling single crochet or double crochet hats, you're gonna wow people. Yes, it's top down. Yep, it's top down. Super, super easy. Honestly, there is not a wrong color. You could do this in any of my neutrals like black or charcoal or brown or ecru or white, and you could do it in any bright color. There's multicolors. I mean, you could combine two colors since you carry two balls at one time. You could actually play around with making your own like variegated color by mixing two solids, or mixing a variegated with a solid, or mixing two variegateds. You could come up with all sort of color combinations by doing it that way. Someone said doing it in two colors. It wouldn't really work to do this in two colors if you're meaning that you would want the texture on top to be a different color than the inside. That would actually make it a little more complicated. You would have to do that in a tapestry technique. However, you absolutely could. So if you wanted to carry both yarns in each round, and we've talked about tapestry crochet many times before, you could definitely do this in tapestry crochet. That just makes it slightly more complicated, and you'd have to combine another technique. But if you're up for the challenge, you could absolutely do this in two colors as well, doing one color for the base and one color for the texture. But that is not how this pattern is written. It is written for doing it in one color, which obviously is beautiful this way as well, and it's an easier project that way too. So, does anybody have any other questions? We will live premiere that video at 10 o'clock today, which will be 30 minutes after the podcast ends. So if you're not sure what time it is where you live compared to what time it is where I live, that's 30 minutes after the podcast ends. So I can show you my, if anybody has any questions, please let me know. And I will show, I'm not going to make any more delta stitches this morning because that was hard to do while we were talking, but I can show you my progress on my delta stitch pullover. So my yoke is done. I've separated for sleeves and body, and I'm at the beginning of working the body now. I started with a reduced size delta stitch in double crochet. Then I grew the size of the delta petals by going from double, treble, and double treble to create shaping for the yoke, and now I'm doing the body of the sweater in double treble crochet delta stitches. Isn't that so beautiful? It's going to be a seamless top-down project. It will be a minimum of 2 balls of Biso Fine Bling yarn. This is color Espresso in Be So Fine Gold Bling. Thank you for the links, Judy. I appreciate it. She's sharing links to the video for the Julian hat that will be premiering in roughly 45 minutes. And she's sharing links for the book, 24 Crochet Hats, which is the book that this pattern comes in. If you want to get the book, it comes as a paperback or as an ebook. And if you just want this pattern, you can even download that individually as well. Which brings me to another reminder. If you haven't already created your account for my new website was changed this month. And if you have seen the new website, you will need to create a new account. But once you do, you don't have to. If you want any of the new awesome customer benefits, you will need to create an account. And those include digital download library, reward points for every purchase, and so much more. You can learn more about all the new customer benefits in a video that I made. I made a 4-part video series on navigating the new website and about all the new features. If there is, and you can find that here on my YouTube channel and on the blog post that I just mentioned. If you have any questions about the website, always feel welcome to ask. And if you feel like there's any part of the navigation or a system or any part of the website that I haven't covered in a video and you'd like me to, please feel welcome to leave a request in comments on that video or here for that matter. If you feel like there's something that still needs to be addressed. Yeah, the beach is packed this morning. Like I said, there's a class of yoga that's at least 30 people large over there. And just so many people walking and biking. I mean, I've barely got my own little bubble of space here. I mean, the alternative would be to ride my bike to that other spot on the beach. Here is where I take the car, and that's why it's so busy. This is where there's, parking and public access to anybody. That little secret spot that I have on the beach, you can only reach it if you live in the condos right there at the beach or you walk or bike there, which obviously limits a whole bunch of traffic that way. Okay, the yoga people are standing now. I think you can get a better sense for how many there are over there. I think it's 10 people wide in 3 rows, but I could be wrong. But here we'll look at the whole beach again. This is just exciting. It's exciting to be down here. Oh, I promised you we'd walk to the water too. Let's go walk to the water and see how clear it is. I think it's going to be super clear down there today. Or in there. When the water's a nice light color, it's usually because the water's clear. Oh yeah, I can see ripples in the sand under the water. That tells you the water's clear, right? It's so pretty. So many great, beautiful colors down here too. Very nice. The other day when I was here, or the last time I was here, right after the podcast, I saw a dolphin jump, but it was so far out. Like, you see where the horizon line is there? I'm talking just this side of the horizon line. I saw a dolphin jump so high. He jumped completely out of the water like that, but completely out of the water, and did it like 2 or 3 times. But it was so far away and so quickly. It happened so quickly that there's no way to get my camera out in time, and there was no way I was going to be able to capture it well on camera because it was so far away. But it was still exciting to see. I would love for all of us to see dolphin here soon. It just keeps getting busier here. Wow. Well, you know what that means. It's time to go soon. I'm not crazy about being here when there's a lot of people. And not so much because of them watching me. You know, I've gotten over that. What are we at? 792 episodes. I don't care about people watching me talk on camera. That doesn't bother me anymore. Remember in the beginning of the podcast when I used to get nervous about that? And I think in my first couple ones I used to hide up there in the bushes so that people wouldn't see me. Oh man, those were the old days, huh? Now I don't care at all. 792 episodes. We'll be at 800 in 2 weeks. Does that make it? If there's 8 more to go, yeah, that'll be 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, we're going to celebrate 800 episodes. That's crazy. Hi, Edna. Good morning. Ooh, Sandshell's going to Miriam Beach in March. I don't know where that is, but sounds like Florida and sounds like you're going to get to see your kids and grandkids. That's wonderful. Enjoy. Is that East Coast or is that further north in Florida? I don't think Miriam Beach is anywhere near me because I've not heard of it, but I don't know all of Florida. I only know my little area around here. My camera is starting to overheat. I need to come up with, if I'm going to continue to come to the beach now that it's getting warmer, I'm going to have to come up with a solution for my camera. Near Destin. I haven't been to Destin yet. That sounds lovely, wonderful. Enjoy your time, Sandshell, especially with your grandkids. My phone looks like it might overheat this morning though, and it's probably because of the glitter case. I have one of those cases on my phone that's called a waterfall case, and it means that it has liquid in it and glitter. So every time I move it, you get to see the waterfall cascade of different textures of gold glitter. Like, hello, that case was made for me, right? I've actually bought it on my last couple of phones. Like, you know, when you need a new phone that's a different style than the old one, so you need a different size case. It needs to be for the actual model. I've bought a gold glitter waterfall case for my last 2 or 3 phones. It's a little heavier, but it's so gorgeous. However, I do believe it's a magnet for extra heat in the sun, so I think that's why my phone's gonna overheat. So I do need to come up with some sort of an umbrella or something for my phone. Maybe I've even thought it might be fun to make a parasol decoration with some knitting or crochet too. I don't know, I gotta come up with something. If anybody has any ideas, if there's a clampable umbrella that I can attach to my tripod, that would be a good start, and then maybe covering it with crochet would be a second level. But if anybody has any ideas about that, let me know. Got to come up with something, because if we're going to continue to come to the beach, my phone's not going to make it 30 minutes. I'm talking quickly now because I do think we need to wrap it up quickly, because I think the phone's about to go. It's getting dark, and you know what happens then. It shuts me off and I don't get to say goodbye. So if you are inclined to show up for the live premiere of the Julian hat, if you have time in about 50 minutes from now, you can join me live. If you don't, that's fine. After the live premiere, it'll just be a regular video on my YouTube channel, and you can see it anytime you want. You can go back and watch it multiple times so that you can follow along with it as you're reading the pattern and watching and looking at the charts. Oh, also, it comes in multiple sizes. You can make this for anybody in your family. You can make this as a gift for anybody from a child to an adult man. Comes in multiple sizes, so that's really awesome as well. It's a gorgeous hat and gorgeous for anybody. Low labor costs, so it'd be great for making them to sell as well. And we can talk about that another day as well. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you in a few minutes for the Julian premiere if you're so inclined. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Bye-bye.